Good evening, welcome, and thank you for joining us for our virtual community conversation. We have a lot of information to share and are grateful to have you with us tonight. A few notes before we begin. This meeting is available in both English and Spanish. If you would like to hear this conversation in Spanish, select Language Preference in the toolbar and then select Spanish. The meeting is being recorded and will be available on our website, www.mapleton.us. My name is Terry Donnell. I was elected to the Board of Education in 2021, and I have the honor to serve as the treasurer. I have been in this district for many years. Both my daughters attended and graduated from the Mapleton schools. This evening, we are also joined by board member Mallory Boyce, as well as Superintendent Charlotte Chancho and Senior Deputy Superintendent Mike Crawford. Tonight, we will begin the conversation with a few Mapleton points of pride. Then we'll discuss our new attendance policy, enrollment season, school-based health center focus groups, and hear about Mike Crawford's upcoming listening and learning tour. We'll close with the mill levy update and Q&A.
Thanks, Terry. Good evening. My name is Mallory Boyce, and I was elected to the Board of Education in 2021 as well, and I have the honor to serve as the Vice President. My husband and I have been in the district for well over a decade, and both of our children attend Mapleton Public Schools. As a board, we believe that our community engagement efforts are the best way to learn from, listen to, and involve you, our community, in our work. In fact, it's the only way we can achieve Mapleton's mission of guaranteeing that all students achieve their dreams. Our virtual conversations are a place for building community connections, celebrating our shared vision and hope for our community, and strengthening our network of support. We invited our community to submit questions prior to tonight's conversation. To ensure we can get to the questions submitted, we will not be able to answer questions submitted during our conversation. However, if you have a question about something you hear tonight or something you are curious about, please submit your question in the Q&A feature or on our Facebook page. Answers will be posted soon on the community conversation page on Mapleton's website. A lot has happened in Mapleton since our last conversation. Last week, we launched our new website. Hopefully, you've had a chance to look around. Last year, our former website host, Blackboard, merged with Finalsite. Finalsite is a leader in K-12 communication, websites, marketing, and engagement. As part of the merger, we had to transition to a Finalsite web platform, and this gave us the chance to reimagine our online presence. As we navigated the redesign process, it was important to consider all opportunities to increase communication equity and ensure information is maximally accessible to everyone so that people with varied access needs and primary languages can fully understand and engage with our messages. Key features of the new website include a mobile-first design, which is an intentional design choice centered around understanding how people interact with mobile devices differently than their desktops, easier navigation, better drop-down menus, and fewer headers and less clutter. Additional enhancements include built-in accessibility tools from AudioEye, an industry leader in digital accessibility, and Wiglot, an improved translation tool with access to unlimited languages. As you look around, if you have any questions, suggestions, or notice a broken link, drop us a line at communications@mapleton.us.
When it comes to the Skyview cheerleaders, we have so much to cheer about. For the first time in history of their program, our cheers received a bid to compete in the Universal Cheerleading Association, UNC National Companionships. They qualified by placing fourth overall in all-girls varsity game day division at the UCA Colorado Regionals on Saturday, October 14th at Denver's National Western Complex. Head coach Tia Johnson shared about the team. These athletes not only care about the sport and advancing their skills, but they care about each other as well, as there is no doubt in my mind they are capable of anything they put their minds to. The national championships will be held February 8th through the 13th at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. The team will receive a special police escort out of the Skyview campus as they head to the airport on Monday, February 5th. There is an opportunity to stream the competition online, so please check our website and Facebook page for updates. Congratulations, cheers. We're so proud of you.
After a 2022 rainstorm caused significant flood damage to the Broadway building, including the Performing Arts School on Broadway, the Mapleton Arts Center doubled as a performance area and a school for PASB students and staff. Earlier this month, we finally got to roll out the red carpet and welcome the Performing Arts School on Broadway students and staff back home. After more than a year, the school building is beautifully refurbished and equipped to support a successful finish of the school year. We're glad to have you back, Performing Arts School on Broadway. If you've picked up your free copy of Colorado Parent Magazine this month, perhaps you recognized a few faces. Colorado Parent Magazine featured Mapleton Public Schools as the face of public education in the Denver metro area. You can read the article online or to pick up a copy of the magazine at hundreds of locations around the Denver metro area.
Our last point of pride is about a special project led by WellBe Community School of the Arts Health Para Jolene Sanchez. Jolene opened its JJ Closet as a way to celebrate WellBe students. JJ Closet is filled with fun toys, snacks, and school supplies, and students can earn a visit to JJ's Closet by showing characteristics of respect, responsibility, courage, integrity, and kindness. To learn more about the project and the special reason behind the name JJ's Closet, watch the video online, scan the QR code to see the video, or visit Mapleton's YouTube page. Thank you, Jolene, for making a difference in Mapleton. As a board, we are committed to the critical role of consistent school attendance in fostering student success and ensuring our students achieve their dreams. Since the pandemic, the subject of school attendance has been making headlines as schools around the country grapple with chronic absenteeism. From 2021-22 to 22-23, Mapleton's attendance rate dropped from 90.2% to 89.0%. Those numbers may not appear troublesome at first, but a 1.2% drop is the equivalent of every Mapleton student missing 2 additional days of school. As the state's chronic absenteeism rate declines, the percentage of students missing 10 or more days in Mapleton is up from 39.1% in 2021-22 to 42.7% in 22-23. To improve Mapleton's approach to student attendance and chronic absenteeism, in November, the board voted unanimously to approve a new student attendance and chronic absenteeism policy, JHJHB. The new policy outlines a structured approach to promoting school attendance and combating chronic absenteeism. This approach is designed to improve communication and strengthen partnerships between schools, students, and families. Mapleton's current daily attendance rate is around 90%. With the launch of positive attendance strategies and robust monitoring and interventions for chronic absenteeism and truancy, we hope to celebrate a consistent daily attendance rating of 95% before the end of the school year. Visit Mapleton's website to review the policy. If you have any questions or would like resources to help build a habit of good attendance in your home, have a conversation with your child's teacher or school director. They are more than happy to help.
It's enrollment season in Mapleton Public Schools, which is a great time to highlight Mapleton's extensive early childhood education program. Mapleton's program includes tuition-based toddler programming and qualified and tuition-based half-day and full-day preschool at 7 schools around the district. This year, 594 of our community's youngest learners attended preschool in Mapleton. Our dedicated preschool teachers develop the whole child by providing play-based, child-centered, structured, and unstructured learning opportunities. Our licensed educators use every opportunity as a learning opportunity. However, our students just see it as fun. Mapleton's ECE program uses a variety of curricular supports, including the Incredible Years social competency curriculum, dialogic reading, handwriting without tears, English as a second language, ESL instruction, Bridges pre-K math, and developmentally appropriate phonemic awareness targets. If you're interested in a strong start to your child's education, enroll in our preschool program today. Visit www.mapleton.us/enroll and submit an online application for enrollment. Once the Colorado Universal Preschool Portal opens, all preschool families will also need to register with UPK. However, please register with Mapleton first so we can help ensure a smooth and seamless placement process for your family. We are also now enrolling for all schools in all grades K through 12. If you are a current Mapleton family and need to select a new school for the upcoming school year, such as a family with a preschool student headed into kindergarten, or a family with an 8th grade student whose current school does not continue to 9th grade, be sure to visit www.mapleton.us/enroll to complete the annual update and make your school selections for the 2024-2025 school year. The priority placement window closes Thursday, February 8th, so you better log in soon. If you need help accessing your Infinite Campus parent portal account, please contact the main office of your child's school.
As families explore Mapleton's options for high school, our CTE programs are one of the factors helping families make their important decisions. As a part of the 2022 mill levy override, all Mapleton high schools have been able to embrace and expand career and technical education programs. CTE programs, teacher prep program, theater program. Current pathways include health sciences pathway offered at Academy High School, business management pathways offered at Global Leadership Academy, alternative cooperative education pathway offered at MEC Prep, digital media and communications pathway offered at MESA, engineering and technical pathways offered at York International School, and technical theater and theater design pathways offered at the Performing Arts School on Broadway. Beginning next year, all school students will have the opportunity to participate in Mapleton's new teacher prep pathway, Teaching Forward. This pathway is designed to give high school students interested in a career in education a head start. CTE program leaders are hosting a stakeholder meeting on Wednesday, January 31st. If you are an industry leader interested in joining the conversation, contact CTE Program Director Chris Bird at 303-853-1068.
During our last conversation, we encouraged you to participate in a survey to help gauge interest in a school-based health clinic. Responses to the survey have been great. The survey is still open, so if you did not get a chance to complete your survey, visit www.mapleton.us to do so. A school-based health center is a medical clinic that offers healthcare to children and youth, either in school or on school grounds. Mapleton is currently working with the Youth Healthcare Alliance to explore a partnership with Kids First Healthcare, a pediatric adolescent nonprofit kids clinic and school-based healthcare center with locations in Commerce City and Westminster. To continue to examine the needs and interests of the Mapleton community, the Youth Healthcare Alliance and representatives from Mapleton's Integrated Services team are hosting in-person focus groups on Tuesday, February 6th at 6 p.m. and Thursday, February 8th at 6 p.m., both at the Administration Building. If you're interested in attending, please contact Monica Ikaza, Mapleton's lead district nurse, 303-853-1068 1247.
After many years, oops, I'm sorry. Okay, let me find my page. After many years at the helm, Superintendent Charlotte Chancho is retiring this year. Senior Deputy Superintendent Mike Crawford was confirmed as the new superintendent effective July 1st, 2024. Mike has an extensive background in public education, most of it with Mapleton Public Schools. The board selected an internal successor because we are confident in Mapleton's current mission and direction. Additionally, fulfilling Mapleton's mission will require attention to continuous improvement, including some changes in both these tools and practice. To that end, Mike is launching a listening and learning tour to hear from as many families, students, staff, and community members as possible. This collaborative effort will be the foundation of a 2-year improvement plan we all soon know as Mapleton's Momentum.
Yeah, thanks, Ms. Donnell. So as she said, I'm very excited to assume the superintendency on July 1st. And I have been talking a lot about momentum. And the idea of momentum really reflects that idea that the board and I believe that the mission is correct and that our direction is correct. But there are things we can do to gather momentum, to accelerate our progress, to move more quickly in the right direction and cause improvement. The scientific formula for momentum is mass times velocity. And I've been explaining to people that the mass is who we are. It's our values and our beliefs and what we bring to this work. And then the velocity is what we do to achieve our mission. It has to do with the direction and what we do to make progress. So what we're doing is building our formula for momentum. And that's really why I've launched this listening tour, to just hear from as many stakeholders as possible about where are the things that we're really excelling and doing well, and where are things that we can do better to make progress. So how can you get involved? Well, families will be able to offer their input at school SAC meetings. 1 or 2 board members and I will be attending each school SAC meeting and meeting with families there. I think a calendar of those meetings is on the screen. It's also available online. And you can contact your school director for more information about the date and time of your school's SAC meeting. Mrs. Donnell and I met with families at Monterey last week, and we learned a lot about what families appreciate about Mapleton, and we got a few helpful suggestions too. If you're a staff member, just know that I have started meeting with school directors one-on-one, listening to their thoughts about the work in Mapleton. I'm meeting with a group of teacher representatives tomorrow, but then there will be 2 open focus groups on Wednesday, February 7th. Both of those are on the Skyview campus, one in the morning starting at 7:30, and then one in the afternoon starting at 3:30. There'll be some other open focus groups available to staff, and stay tuned for more information about those. We'll make sure information is on the website. Really, everyone's perspective is important as we build our formula for momentum, so please consider attending one of those listening tour events. Thanks.
Oh, I hope everyone can join us at one of those events. Construction on the new Meadow Community School is underway after groundbreaking on January 23rd. The new Meadow will be the first of Mapleton's final 4 school buildings to be rebuilt. Mapleton also received $13 million from the Building Excellent Schools Today, or BEST grant program, to partially fund the Meadow rebuild. The current school was constructed way back in 1962 as a K-5 school and only received modest improvements through the years when they were necessary. The Board of Education approved the selection of Sampson Construction and RB+B Architects to serve as the design and construction team for Meadow Community School. The new building will serve grades preschool through 8th grade and highlight its nature and science model with natural light, dynamic nature views, and flexible indoor and outdoor learning spaces. The school will also address many of the site safety and security issues the current building faces.
As you know, when we look at our Final Four timeline, we have much to consider, from new housing developments, interest and demand, to short-term solutions and long-term fixes. The considerations are vast. With the start of construction on Meadow, we will again invite the Construction Advisory Council to the table where the timeline for the remaining 3 buildings will be discussed. Meeting dates will be shared soon. And now I invite Superintendent Chancho to share some information about the Mapleton School Foundation.
Thank you, Ms. Donnell. The Mapleton Education Foundation will open their scholarship program on Monday, February 5th. Improving access to post-secondary education is highlighted in the Mapleton Education Foundation's scholarship program. Post-secondary education has become so expensive that many families can no longer afford it. To ensure that every high-potential student has access to post-secondary education, the Mapleton Education Foundation provides scholarships for high-need, high-potential Mapleton students. Most of our scholarship recipients are the first in their families to attend college. Mapleton seniors have exclusive access to a variety of scholarship opportunities through MEF. Scholarships are available for students who are interested in attending a traditional university or college, as well as vocational or technical schools, and even apprenticeship programs in state or out of state. Through a competitive application process, Mapleton Education Foundation awards approximately 30 scholars annually, with scholarships totaling over $230,000. Please check the website on Monday to access the scholarship application. And now we're going to move into our question and answer section, and I'm going to actually ask Mr. Crawford if he will take this first question and go from there. Mr. Crawford?
Sure. So someone wrote in a question about librarians. He or she says, hi, I would love to discuss reintroducing librarians, or at least aides to run school libraries. Mapleton has wonderful school libraries, and it's a shame so many of them can only be used if parents volunteer. This limits the service and does a disservice to kids and teachers. Not only could a dedicated person help install the love of reading in the students, but they could be there to help support as well. That's essentially the question, is about librarians in school libraries. It is a timely question as we're just starting the budget process for the coming 24-25 school year. We always start that process by identifying anticipated needs, anticipated possible expenditures, and then we go through a process to prioritize those needs. Often school librarians or school library clerks are on that initial list, but in the final prioritization, they don't rank high enough in that list to get funded. And what that means is it's left to schools, and some of them do find a way to put a part-time person or part of a part-time person in the library certain parts of the day to help keep the library organized or to check out books. But you know, like I say, it's something that comes up and something we'll continue to look at. Will probably come up again.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Crawford. The next question is asking, when does enrollment for out-of-district students open? And that enrollment opens March 1st. So please apply online at www.mapleton.us/enroll. So that's March 1st. The next question is, did the board change their meeting dates? And yes, the Board of Education, for the first time in my 30-some years doing this on Tuesday evenings, will now meet on the 4th Wednesday of every month for their business meeting, unless it's posted otherwise. So please join us on Wednesday evenings now instead of Tuesdays. And we thank you for tuning in this evening and for your support of Mapleton Public Schools. Let's keep the conversation going. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, or drop us a line at communications@mapleton.us. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for being here.